Right. So
I'm taking my notes. I got this is my this Bible study and some
I know. So for those of you just joining us, you guys missed it because we had just had a great conversation, and Mr. Carter really kind of gave us a sermon here. So hopefully some of that comes back in. But we just want to talk to them about their experience. The Carters are one of our VA rescue clients, which means that their scores don't meet what banks tend to impose on VA. Whereas VA doesn't have a minimum credit score, all the banks, they tend to add on what's called an overlay requiring a minimum credit score, whereas you really don't have to do that with veterans. So we were able to get them a house, and they are so happy. You guys have been in your house now for a while. You've been there since when?
We've been there 4 months.
4 months. And now they've been there 4 months. They've been doing great with the property for these 4 months. And then we're going to also investigate doing what's called a VA rate reduction once you pay your next 2 payments.
Right.
So we're going to get that payment down even lower, because when you own a home, you pay it on time, and scores go up, which helps you get better pricing. So we're going to do that. Yeah. So you guys are in the home. I want you guys to start with that pillow talk that you guys had, and when you talked to each other about buying a house and what you were going to do to it, and a few reasons as to why.
One of the reasons we wanted to get another home because we were tired of renting and giving our money to someone else to pay their mortgage. We wanted to invest in something of our own. Also, we wanted to, my husband always say, this is not my saying, that he wants to leave a legacy for our kids. We just wanted to put our money into something that counts.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, and we also wanted to, like my wife said, have something to leave to our kids. As a renter, you don't have anything to leave to your family. As a renter, you're paying someone else's mortgage when you could be paying your own mortgage. Also, as a renter, it's not affecting your credit score. But as an owner, when you're paying your monthly payments, it's affecting your credit score, so which was another reason that we was really trying to get into home ownership.
Absolutely. Good deal. I love it. So tell me some of the, tell me, how did you feel on your end, Mr. Carter? I know that because you guys felt a little different. You were a little bit more optimistic, Mrs. Carter, and then you were a little bit more apprehensive, Mr. Carter. So tell me a little bit about why you were I won't say pessimistic, but not optimistic about getting your home.
Well, my fear was my credit score, and which is a lot of people's fear. We automatically cancel ourselves out of home ownership because we say our credit score is not right. So we automatically just go for trying to keep renting because we have in our mind that my credit score is not right to have ownership. But once I spoke with you, we were able to come up with a solution. No pun intended. We came up with a mortgage solution.
I love it, man. I love it.
Get a mortgage even with the credit score that I had.
Awesome. And why were you so optimistic?
I was optimistic because of my faith in God. I'm always optimistic about stuff.
Great. I think that's great. I think, man, you are so lucky. Yeah. I say I'm one that religious, but when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing for several different reasons. Yeah. They say 2 can sow what? 10,000.
Yes, and 2 brings a better income, a better profit. Right?
That's right. And it breeds balance. When you were kind of like down, your wife was like up.
She's up.
Yeah, because sometimes I come home and my wife see it on my face. Mm-hmm. She's like, "Well, just go on to your cigar room. I got you." Mm-hmm. And then I kind of do my, my little decompression thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So tell me a little bit how you feel. You know what I want you to tell me about? That feeling you got, that feeling you had when you woke up that first morning in your new house. I know how I feel. I want you to tell me about it. When you wake up and it's like, because you're not used to waking up. You wake up in the same house for a while. All of a sudden you wake up in a new house. You like, tell me how that felt.
Well, my first thought was, this is mine. Right? I woke up in the morning and said, this is mine. I walked around the house again. I looked downstairs and just enjoyed that this was mine. Yeah. Enjoyed that the walls were not white. And they were painted walls, which shows ownership. You know, when you renting, you can't paint the walls. So once I come down and I see the colors on the walls, it just gave me a great feeling. And it just let me know that this is mine. I own this house.
And I don't know if you remember, you came into the room where I was, and you was like, "Baby, this is ours." And I was like, "Yeah." You was like, "I'm going to put pictures everywhere." Yeah.
Gosh, how'd you feel, and what did you compare it to when you walked into that large garage? Because you have a big 2-car garage, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about what you compared that to when you walked in that garage.
Well, when I walked in the garage, it was really like dreams answered or prayers answered, because at my former house I had a garage and I used it as my man cave, but to move into a house where they had already converted into a man cave, like they had already put AC in the walls. The walls were painted. The walls are sheetrock. It's